Let's get into this. Let's get into this because you were a big YouTuber and now you've kind of like fallen off.
I was a big YouTuber for like 1 year. That was 2020.
Damn, that was 4 years ago. Really?
Yeah.
Is that really when things blew up?
That was like the peak because that's when skateboarding was the highest, just in terms of like popularity, at least relative to recent times. And there was like a trend on TikTok to skateboard for whatever reason. So my channel was just there at the perfect time, perfect place. I started like 2 years before that, so it was already established. I kind of knew I had a flow going, and yeah, I just took advantage of it.
Did you ever start it like with those intentions of kind of blowing up?
Yeah, that was literally the only reason I started.
Okay.
I was like, I want to make money. I'm pretty much done with high school. I don't want to get a job. I don't want to go to college because I don't know what I want to do in college. So I don't want to waste money there. I've always wanted to YouTube. So let me just try this. And I was like, oh, well, obviously the biggest thing everyone asks, what do I make a channel about? That's like, people will ask that forever and then I make a channel. I just like literally picked the most random thing that I just, for whatever reason, I just thought skateboarding. There was no thought behind it. I was like, I'm just going to do skateboarding. I think maybe it's because of Eli. I think that's what it was.
I think it's 100% because of Eli.
I went out with Eli, which is one of our friends. We went out on a date. And he showed me how to skateboard. And I did like an ollie or something in the parking lot. And after that, I was like, hey, this is kind of fun. Or actually, I think we went to ATS.
What the fuck is ATS?
Altogether Skate Park in Seattle.
Nah.
Anyway, I went there. I dropped in. Or I probably just rolled in. I don't think I dropped in yet. And yeah, it was fun. And I just decided to keep on doing it. And then obviously start the channel. That's what really made me keep on doing it because I was like, well, now I have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got tired of it though.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was really into it for a good 3-4 years, I would say.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it got super like annoying to make the same videos over and over again because that's really what at the end of the day it became. Like you only have so many things you can talk about in a video.
Yeah.
So I had my 10 list videos. One of my first videos, or actually my first video I have uploaded right now on my channel, which is 10 skaters you will meet. That's pretty much the formula for all the other videos that I ever made it on the channel. It was just list videos, 10 things of whatever. So eventually you talk about everything there is in skateboarding and you're like, okay, well now I got to do a part 2.
Yeah.
So you somehow make some new stuff, kind of use some old stuff in there, and then eventually make part 3, part 4, part 5. And at that point, I'm just reusing old stuff and I'm just saying it in a more funny way or adding something different to it to make it not be a complete ripoff of the original part.
Because you were doing like commentary kind of videos in a way.
That's how you could describe it as commentary. I would describe it as list videos.
List?
Yeah,
videos?
because I mean, like the classic list videos are like, I don't know, 10 crazy great white shark attacks, and it's just like some guy talking about the number 10. We have the great white shark at this beach. It's essentially the same thing. It's just it's about a wider, or I guess you could say it's more original because I'm actually making the points, but also some of it isn't very original, and I'll just Google around stuff that I didn't know, or I would ask somebody like Eli, like, hey man, what do you think? I have like this point. Do you think it's a good point or not? Or what do you think I could write for it? And yeah, eventually I expanded it to have my friend Ben edit for me, which was big because I hate editing, and I still kind of do, unless it's something I'm really passionate about.
Yeah.
And he eventually started writing scripts for me too after he kind of got the hang of it. And yeah, that was like the peak Skater Die era.
Scripts, dude. Damn.
So would you say like you burnt yourself out?
Yeah, I definitely was getting very burnt out towards the end of it, which was like, I think it was like towards August, not August. So, I mean, 2021 is when I started getting burnt out, like towards the end of 2021 into 2022. And what really made me stop uploading at all, because before then I was doing a weekly schedule, is I got into crypto and I got a bunch of money that I thought I had. So I was like, oh, I'm fucking rich. I'm making like 50 grand a month doing nothing. And obviously everyone knows how that goes. I stopped doing YouTube because I'm like, I'm just going to focus all my energy on this because I'm making way more money and it's way less effort. End of the day, actually like 3 months later, I was like broke. I had no money.
And you had to go back to YouTube, right?
Yeah, I had to go back
Yep.
to YouTube.
No, it wasn't the same. though.
Well, I didn't go back to YouTube right away. I think it was like 6 months before I made a Skate or Died video, which was like my going away video, which now it's privated because it's embarrassing.
Why?
It's just a really, like, if you, I don't know if you watched it, but it's
I
a
think I
really
did.
cringy video. I'll show it to you later. But
I'll try and put the link for you guys. I'll try.
it's unlisted. I don't think it's private.
I'm gonna make
so
you list it again.
I know
bro.
there's not going to be very many people that
Yeah,
do this.
like maybe like 40 people that'll be like,
all due
okay.
respect. I mean, there might be a few
No,
on
yeah,
my
yeah.
channel. There might be like 100 or something, but there's
You
a
never
very
know.
low percent of people that are going to see it. Maybe even 1,000. I'm going to do
That's
a moonshot.
too nice, bro. That's too nice, dude. Calm down.
But I mean, you never really know. Maybe this video takes off in the algorithm for some reason.
Dude,
That's
how
kind of
did
thing with
you-
YouTube. You never know what's going to pop off.
How did you figure that algorithm out? Because I heard that like that's like a huge thing for YouTube. Like once you figure out the algorithm, like it's kind of like not guaranteed, but like there's a higher chance that you'll
Well,
blow up.
yeah, I watched a lot of videos on the
Mhm.
algorithm. I just watched every like tutorial. Well, not a tutorial, but just more like videos about YouTube, like how to grow, how to blow up. I just constantly binged all those. And then eventually I kind of got it. Like, okay, you got to make your video not boring. You got to have quick cuts. You got to have, an engaging voice, which it took me a while to figure out and find my own voice in YouTube. Because
Mhm.
if you watch my very early videos, I'm talking super monotone, kind of like I am right now.
Yeah.
But I guess maybe even now I have a bit more energy and enthusiasm in my voice.
Mhm.
But back then I was just like talking to the mic super quiet. You know, I had to turn it way up to actually even hear me. The
Mm.
music was way too loud. And yeah, when I really kind of discovered, or I guess found out the YouTube algorithm was actually really early on. And that was when I was like 12 and I made some RC playing videos.
Oh my god, I remember those videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, those are classics, dude.
And there's
Have you seen those?
Just watching like random RC playing videos.
No, like
Oh,
he
like
has
his?
Like
dude,
my
it's
first channel.
Such a funny
No,
fucking
dude,
video.
I haven't seen
We'll
that.
show you after
Yeah.
the pod. It's actually fucking funny.
you could put this video in here too.
Oh fuck it, I'll put it up right now.
The video that blew up on that channel, there was a few, but the first one that blew up, I got this brand new glider, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go out to my field and I'm gonna just throw it and I'm gonna see how far it glides. And I throw it and I just spike it right into the ground and it breaks. It doesn't break super bad, but like the nose gets crunched or whatever. It wasn't a bad crash or anything. But I just titled it like
No, it's,
K8.
it's so funny, bro.
I titled it K8 glider crash, like all caps on the crash.
Yeah.
And I got like 1,000 views. I'm like, oh shit, clickbait works. And that was pretty much the start of like,
And
okay,
you were 12.
I think I was like 12 or 13. So I was really young.
Okay.
But yeah, since then I just remembered clickbait works. You know,
Mhm.
you got to clickbait your videos. So when I first started uploading YouTube, I didn't instantly start doing commentary. I
Yeah.
first started doing compilations,
Mm,
which
oh, yeah, I
which
remember
really blew the channel up. Like I got from, I think it was I think like 3 months into YouTube I had 50,000 subscribers
that. Jeez.
because I was just uploading crash compilations and skaters getting into fights and just I was literally just watching a bunch of skate videos on my computer and then I would get all those videos recommended to me, so I
Mhm.
knew what was hot, and then I would just recreate that same thing. I would sometimes even use the same footage.
Yeah.
So it was Doggy Dog World. Back then,
Mhm.
I didn't give a fuck about ripping anybody off. I didn't try to be original. I just wanted to get some subscribers. And then from there, I knew that I couldn't get monetized doing that stuff because
Yeah.
that's the way YouTube works. But my plan was, after a few months and it worked, I was like, okay, now, well, I think I first tried doing like some t-shirts or something. Maybe someone even bought a t-shirt. That would be super rare. But I tried to monetize it. Obviously, you can't monetize that. So I was like, okay, I got to do something that's original to get it monetized. And that's when the whole
Mhm.
commentary thing started.
Oh.
So, going back into like you coming out of high school and not wanting to go to school and all that stuff, was there people that you told about your YouTube idea and they were just like, no?
I didn't tell anybody about the YouTube until it was big.
Okay.
Like I think I don't know if you remember when I told you, but there's a certain point where like, hey guys, check out this video I made, and it was like 10 hottest like 10 cute skateboarding girls. Something. It was some kind of hot skateboarding girl.
Yeah,
compilation.
yeah. I remember that. I remember that one. Yeah,
And Lucy was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And I think I just posted it in the group chat or something. And
Yeah.
by then I had like 20,000 or 30,000 subscribers,
Mhm.
and the channel was growing. So yeah, I didn't really tell anybody. I didn't even tell my parents about it until I started getting like money from it, or not money, but once it got to a decent size.
Yeah.